My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station, the home of the 5 minute or less video. You're not going to listen more than 5 minutes. That's what YouTube says. So I'm going to speak less than 5 minutes so you'll listen to my whole YouTube. I worked for IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this for 50 years. I am one of the leading experts in IRS tax resolution in the country. I've been doing this long enough. I've been on 10 major TV news stations. I have a whole team of former IRS agents, and I try to pull back the curtain, let you know the information you need to have. Most of my videos are all educational, and not only are they educational, they're informative, so you can make a decision on what you need to do. You'll find out my information in the description section below if you need to talk to me. The one thing that peeves me about the business I'm in, tax resolution, is all the scammers and people out there who are trying to get into your pocket. That bothers the crap out of me more than anything. I get so many calls from people that have been ripped off for $5, 10, 15, $20,000, and I have done a number of YouTubes, and I'm going to continue to do them on how and what to look for so you do not get ripped off by a tax resolution company. I do tax resolutions myself. I'm an expert in this. I've been doing this so long. No one's probably worked more cases than me, but it bothers me when people get ripped off. Let me tell you, just get to the heart and soul of this, how you know you're getting ripped off. First of all, most of the people you're going to speak to, they're salespeople. They're not tax attorneys. They're not CPAs. They're not former IRS agents, and most of the people aren't even authorized to talk to you on behalf of representing IRS. They're just not. They're salesmen. They have one job. That job is to get as much money from you as you can. Their job is to evaluate your financial statement, not to close your IRS case, but to find out how much money they can really get from you to bill. What's really sad is when that money goes in, half that money goes to them. Another 40% or 45% goes to the house. That's how much they think a salesman, and the person actually doing the case gets about 5%. The problem is the person who does the selling and the person at the back end who's working your case, they have no idea what the salesman said to you. So here's the big caution, and here's what you need to know. Two things. Number one, who are you talking to? Ask the person what their credential is, not their title at their company. If they're not a tax attorney, a CPA, an enrolled agent, or a former IRS agent, you're not going to hear the truth because they don't know the truth about your case. Second, ask how much experience they have. Third, ask based on the facts of your case after you give them what the result's going to be. Number four, if they haven't pulled the tax transcript or you haven't given them a financial statement, if you owe debt, okay, then don't give them a nickel because they're ripping you off. Before I take a case in most credible firms, they've got to know what's on your IRS transcript, and they have to have a current financial statement on you of income and assets to determine how IRS is going to close your case. If someone is not doing that, stay away from them. You will probably get ripped off. Chances of you getting ripped off, my guess, are 90%. Any good firm is going to want to know if you filed, if you haven't filed, what's still owed, is the tax liability correct, and are you current on withholding and Social Security, or you made estimate tax payments. Then they're going to want to have a 433A or F, the financial statement IRS uses to make a determination on your case. Without all those, you're going to get a false perception, and you're going to get false answers on how they are going to represent you before IRS. Don't look at ratings. Don't look at what other people say. Don't look at these different testimonials and reviews. Most of them can all be made up. They buy those things, and the reviews, many of them are bought. Some of them can be true, but at the end of the day, they can play with their ratings, change BBB ratings, have a different company. There's all sorts of tricks out there these companies can use. Once again, when you're talking to a person, ask them specifically what their title is, how long they've done this, and what do they expect your result to be. If they can't answer this, you know that you are speaking to a fraud. Thank you for listening to this video. If you want to get a hold of me, you can look at the description section below. Our firm is available for representation. Please give me a subscription. I kind of need those. At least YouTube thinks they're very valuable. So if you could, I'd appreciate it. Leave me a comment, anything. You can say you don't like my hat, the M&M man. If you want me to do a YouTube on something, let me know. Thank you again for listening. I appreciate it.